Today we are going to get some artwork framed and make this big blank wall in front of us look a little more like the wall behind us and bring more color into this room. As I'm thinking about artwork and putting things on the wall and getting it framed and making the office a little more colorful, I realized that I've never talked about my favorite painting, and it's by William Orpen. He's an Irish painter from the late 1800s. He had this way with mirrors, not just to frame something in front of him, but to capture something deeper. Perspective maybe, light, reflections, maybe a little bit of everything. Take his self-portrait, Leading the Life in the West. It's 1910, he's in a small, cramped little studio in London, I believe, and he's standing in front of a mirror. Orpen is just a man working, looking at himself, looking at us, looking at me. It's his reflection rather than a body that's in the painting. 9 years later, he paints a signing of peace in the Hall of Mirrors. This time, the setting couldn't be more different. Instead of a small studio, he's inside the grand Hall of Mirrors at Versailles. Instead of painting himself, he's capturing history. But the theme is the same. A single mirror becomes an entire room of them. The reflections stretch endlessly, distorting, repeating, bending light. The mirrors aren't just decoration, they change the way we see the space, the moment, and the people in it. They remind us that history itself is shaped by how we choose to frame it. It makes me think of filmmaking, because that's what filmmaking is too. A camera lens is just another kind of mirror. It reflects reality, but it also frames it. We gotta get some air. The tires are super low, and Okay. Orpen went from looking inward to looking outward, but the act was the same, capturing a moment, a presence, and a point of view. And it's that outward reflection that I'm really drawn to between these two paintings. Maybe that's why this print belongs here in the office. It's a reminder that a workspace, like a painting, like a film, is never just about what fills it, but what it reflects. So yes, half the walls are framed, the other half of the walls here in the office, here in the studio, are unframed. A studio is a space to create. It's a space to reflect inward, but also to reflect outward. And at any given moment, we may find ourselves doing either or. It just depends on how we frame it. I think Orpen would have understood that.